So today we're going to apply using determinants to Cramer's rules for a 3x3. So obviously it's still going to be somewhat on the lengthier side. However, there's way less room for error than the whole switching rows and all of that. So I think you're going to find that you like this method a little bit better. So based on the fact that we practiced 2x2s, I'm sure you kind of have a general idea on how this is going to go. So my D matrix is going to start with my coefficients. So I have 1, 2, -1, 1, 4, -2, and 2, 3, 1. So let's go ahead and find this determinant. And we did lots of practice on this yesterday, so hopefully this kind of goes smoothly. So I'm going to have 1 times the determinant of 4, -2, 3, 1, minus 1 times the determinant of 2, -1, 3, 1, plus 2 times the determinant of 2, -1, 4, -2. So here we get 1 times the quantity of 4 minus the -6. It's very important you take your time here so you don't make mistakes with your signs. Minus 1 times the quantity of 2 minus a -3. Plus 2 times the quantity of -4 minus a -4. So I'll get 1 times 10 minus 5, and then plus 2 times 0. So 1 times 10 is 10, minus 5, the determinant equals 5. So we're one matrix down, we need to find a total of 3 more. So now we need to go up and set our dx. So we know that the x values get taken out, and I put the answers in the x spot. And now I finish the matrix as normal. So now we're going to calculate the determinant. So I keep the first value, and my determinant, my 2x2, will become 4, -2, 3, 1. Then it's going to be the opposite sign, so this will become plus 6. And I'll have 2, -1, 3, 1. And then it's the same sign, so plus 3. And my 2x2 will be 2, -1, 4, -2. So now we'll have -4 times the quantity of 4 minus a -6 plus 6 times the quantity of 2 minus a -3, and then -4 minus a -4. So here we know that this will be, let me write a different value. So I know this will be 10, I know this will be 5, and I know this will be 0. So when I multiply them together, I'm going to get -40 plus 30 plus 0. So dx equals -10. So we're halfway there. Now I need to set up dy and dz. So my dy matrix, I keep my x values, put the answers in the y spot, and now I have my x values. So I keep the sign, and my 2x2 is going to be -6, -2, 3, 1, minus, because it's the opposite sign, -4, -1, 3, 1, and then the same side, so plus 2, -4, -1, -6, -2. So I have -6 minus a -6, minus 1 times the quantity of -4 minus a -3, and then plus 2 times the quantity of actually that's going to be positive 8, sorry, minus a positive 6. So I'm going to write these quantities in parentheses. So here, that's a 0. This will become -4 plus 3, which is -1. And this will become a 2. So 1 times 0 is 0. -1 times -1 is positive 1. And 2 times 2 is 4. So my dy matrix equals a positive 5. So now I need to find, lastly, my dz matrix. So by this point we should be pros at this. So my dz. So I keep the first two spots. So I have 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, and the last one's -1, -2, 1. So here we go. I keep the sign, and my 2 by 2 is 4, -2, 3, 1. Change the sign. 2, -1, 3, 1. Keep the sign. 2, -1, 4, -2. Actually, I just realized I totally messed up. We need to put these in the Z spot. Sorry for that. So my Y value should be 2, 4, 3. I had that right, but I never put the answers in. So -4, -6, 3. So I'll have 1, 4, -6, 3, 3. Minus 2, -4, 3, 3. And plus 2, -4, 4, -6. Alright, so we have 1, I have 12, minus a -18, minus 1, times the quantity of 6, minus a -12, and then plus 2 times the quantity of -12, minus a -16. So again in white, this will become 30, this will become 18, and this will become +4. So I have 30 minus 18 plus 8, which is equal to a +20. So the last thing that we need to do is, do the whole dividing thing, dx divided by d, dy divided by d, and so on. So here was the 4 values that we calculated. So my x would be -10 divided by 5, which is -2. Y would be dy divided by d, which is 1. And dz would be 20 divided by 5, which is 4. So our solution is -2, 1, 4. So although it is still time consuming, I think there's way less room for error in these problems. Just make sure you take your time. So we'll practice this tomorrow.